What is going on here?
Tonight, from the wonderful world of Disney, the Ballad of Hector, the Stowaway Dog.
Life upon the ocean can be the best of all, for a sailor finds adventure in every port of call, and many are the tall tales they tell about the sea. But the tale of Hector will wag its history. Who is Hector? He's one heck of a sea dog. Who is Hector? The salty sailor pup. His master was the first mate, but Hector's shipmates knew that Hector always traveled as one of the crew. Who is Hector? He's one heck of a sea dog. Who is Hector? The salty sailor pup. Go, 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 go.
You wanted something, Mr. Danzer?
I wish to speak to the captain.
He's not on the bridge. You might try his cabin.
I wish to...
Mr. Danzer.
I will just wait up here.
I'm sorry, sir. The captain gave orders. The bridge is out of bounds for all passengers.
Are you telling me I cannot be up here?
Captain's order, sir.
He can be up here and I cannot be up here?
He's part of the crew.
I should not have listened to this man in the car when he wants to ship my circus on this stinking little tub.
Frankly, I thought we smelled pretty good. Up until then.
He does not tell me that on this scow, passengers are treated worse than dogs.
Hector, right on time. Hector, you hungry? Ching ching. Una, ching ching. Hi, ching ching. Ching ching. Very nice, Hector. Pagole, tum pagole, 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 tum pagole, 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 pagole. Wonderful, Hector. Hay sáng tụ mò, y mucho José. Tum, chu, 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 chu. Very, very fine, Hector. Gotell. Gotell, trời, Gotell, Gotell. Very good, Hector. Look good. Ciao, Lucaci. Lucaci, Lucaci. Fine, Hector. Ching ching. Ching ching. Ching ching. Ching ching. Boom. Boom, boom. Say boom. Come here, Hector. Come here. Here.
This is a pretty smart dog.
We better go eat, huh?
Are you coming?
Yeah.
This is a pretty smart dog.
So you're the one that started all this. Ah, Hector, I'd see you found a friend. Now you see how the other half lives? Come on, come on. I know how you feel, boy. Your soda affects me the same way. Let's go.
I know, Mama, but it...
No.
But think what it would mean to be in Lisbon for the Festival of St. Anthony with all those people and all that money to spend, huh? Herr Captain, is there no way of going faster?
I'm not sure whether we can make it by Friday, but
Friday?
that would be the earliest, Mr. Dancer.
But Friday is too late. It will be all over.
You were told in Dakar not to expect to be there until Saturday.
I was told that...
Does not matter, you girl. Our poor little show, it is not for big cities like Lisbon.
My circus is for anywhere where people have money to buy tickets.
It was not always like this. Once we had Herr Friedrich, the best trained dog in all the world. We played in Berlin, Paris, Rome, all the big cities. You know, Captain, once in the paper, they put our picture.
I drink to Herr Friedrich.
Well, but the circus is kind of a sad life for a dog, isn't it? End up all the time, no chance to romp and play?
No, no. Herr Friedrich was a happy dog. This was his life. To do tricks, to hear the people shout and clap their hands.
I don't know, though. I think Mr. Mantell has a point. With a circus dog, that's something else again, but an ordinary dog, he needs some place to romp, like on a farm. Aboard a ship, that doesn't seem the right place, you know.
You mean Hector, sir?
You brought it up.
Yes, sir.
Please excuse us, gentlemen.
Feed the animals.
Not for you, cochon. Get back. Get back. Yes, yes, you'd like to sink those claws into me, wouldn't you? For that, you go hungry.
Well, every other captain I've sailed under, they've always welcomed Hector aboard. Glad to have him.
That's their privilege, Mr. Mantell, to run their ships as they see fit. Only this happens to be my ship, and I don't like having a dog aboard. And it's not just because I'm fond of cats.
Yes, sir. I know, sir. And I'll see that he doesn't cause any trouble, sir.
I'm not sure that's enough. Mantell,
Yes, sir.
you didn't say anything about having a dog with you when I signed you on. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to make other arrangements.
Hey, you. Take those back to the kitchen.
Who was your servant last year?
I'm a passenger of this fish scow. I'm not supposed to work.
The fact that you can train dogs to do tricks doesn't mean they're smarter than cats. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Emily here. Now, she knows how to get everything she wants without going through all of that foolishness.
Yes, sir.
In fact, if you hadn't trained that dog to do so many tricks, the men probably wouldn't waste so much time fussing over it.
One thing, though. You think back. Has there ever been any single time when Hector's interfered with the work of the ship? You can ask any member of the crew, and he'll tell you...
You get out of here. I'll break your neck. Look what you've done. Look at this mess. What's got into you?
Roberts.
I was only gone for a minute, sir. Then when I come back. Look at this.
You were saying, Mr. Mantell, ask any member of the crew.
If you had to mess things up just once in your life, you sure picked a fine time to do it.
That's enough, Mama. Don't fuss.
Hector.
Watch this, Mama.
Hector. Will you dance for me, please?
Now, what do you say to this, Mama? Huh?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Now, Hector. Schön bitten. German. Saluda.
Spanish, he understands as good as English and German.
Yeah, and Chinese. I heard the cook talk to him. Stick him up.
Oh.
Boom! Maybe, perhaps, someday.
Come.
This is a very smart dog. Huh?
Even Herr Friedrich, when I was training him, he doesn't seem he was so quick to understand. Maybe it was fate that we are on this ship. Maybe this is a turn in our fortune.
Hugo, do not forget what you promised me. Never again.
I learned my lesson. If I cannot buy the dog, then... Besides, I don't think the captain wants him on the ship. But, Mama, you heard him say so yourself at noon.
What do you got there, Hector boy? You crazy dog. Wait till I get my hands on you.
What's going on here?
Him.
But how?
Master Mantell! That does it.
Well, there's something very funny about all this, sir.
I, for one, fail to see the humor of it.
Listen, you do one more thing today, and that's about all it would take. The old man would probably throw us both overboard. Now, why can't you just take life easy like Emily there, huh? Now, cut that out.
strange weather. All of a sudden, it's hot and sticky.
'93. But he was a wise guy. So I told him, no matter how long we're tied up here, you ain't taking me in no leopard hunt.
You have to keep in mind that all leopards are cowards.
Look who's talking.
A tiger, that is something else again. But you stand up to a leopard. You show him who's boss, and you can do anything. What is the matter?
There's a leopard right behind you.
Very funny. Try pulling my other leg. Do we play cards or do we not?
On the starboard side.
Stand by to lower a boat.
Yes, sir.
Mantle!
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
There's a man overboard that just ordered a boat lowered.
Well, see to it.
Yes, sir. You stay there. All hands on deck!
All hands on deck! All hands on deck!
Where is everybody?
Mr. Mantell!
Leopards loose! All right. First thing you number, one boat over the side.
Aye, aye, sir. Oh! 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 Come on, get number one over the
All right.
side.
Lower away.
Lower away.
Watch that aft line.
Steady.
Easy does it.
Get out of the way.
The leopard!
Look out, leopard's loose. Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! The leopard's behind you!
Thank you, friend.
Rickley, Vice, stand by to raise the nestling. Block this area. We'll try to corner it.
Yes, sir.
Mantle! Blast it all! What's going on down there?
A leopard's loose on deck.
Don't let a thing like that stop you. You're an officer. See to it.
Yes, sir.
Well, this should do it. Now we can just get him around here.
Mantle!
Take your places. Hector! Hector! Bring down here, boy. Come on, bring down here. Hector, bring down here, boy. Bring down here. Bring down here, boy. Easy, boy. Come on, bring him down here. Hector, come on, bring him here. Stand by.
What is going on here?
Now! Attaboy, Hector! Hey, Hector, come on! Did you see that?
It's red paint, all right. That explains a few things.
Yes. I'm afraid you got blamed for a lot of things you didn't do. But you'll forgive us, won't you?
Maybe even in time I can work out something between him and the leopard. The only dog in the world that can tame a leopard. I don't know what it will take, but one thing I can tell you now. When we get to Lisbon, I got to have that dog.
Lisbon from the harbor is quite a beautiful sight, and the thought of surely filled Hector with delight. Every friendly seaport was thrilling to explore, and Hector helped his master make friends on every shore.
Come on in, boy. Almost ready to go.
And from Hector's standpoint, there was something extra special about going ashore with Bill Mantell, for he and his master had a rather picturesque routine for meeting the most interesting people. They'd been enjoying it, you might say, since Hector was a pup.
Ah, boy, let's go kill him.
Oh, that Hector, he's one heck of a sea dog. Oh, that Hector, that salty sailor pup.
Good day, Captain.
I'll tell you one thing, I'll cut my own throat before I take another broken-down circus aboard my ship.
Yes, sir.
One. Go on. Two.
For my friend here. Show him your profile, Hector.
You may pass, senor. Enjoy Lisbon.
Oh, we're due to sail in a few hours, but we'll do our best, thank you.
Good luck. Next.
We should be able to find some fun, right, Hector?
Canções, qualquer motivo serve para cantar, e mal o sol se esconde nas colinas, se veste de luar e parece um altar enfeitado de casas pequeninas. Lisboa, na tua graça bairrista, tens sentimento fadista, tens nobreza e tradições. Lisboa, de poetas e cantores que falam dos teus amores, cantando
A beer, please.
Right away.
Pretty music, very pretty girls. What do you think, huh? Excuse me, but I've never seen him make up to anybody like this before. Usually won't even look at girls. Say, would you mind if I got your picture together? Just so I could prove it to my friends.
All right.
Hold it. Smile. That's very nice. Say, would you like a copy of this when I get it back?
I'd love it.
Well, then, if you'll just give me your name and address.
Mm-hmm. Manuela Diaz, Rua Tipia, 98.
You did that on purpose.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't even see you.
We are not on your stinking ship anymore.
Why, you stupid!
Sit down, please.
Well, thank you, friend.
That's all right.
That crazy nut thought I did it on purpose. I didn't know he was here. Hector. Hector?
Funny, he was here a minute ago.
Yeah. Hector?
That was a close one, sir.
Did you see what happened to him?
I was watching the fight.
Where are you, boy?
Don't worry about it, sir. You know Hector, he'll go right back to the ship.
No, he's never done that before. Hector?
Willkommen, Hector. Herzlich willkommen. Any trouble?
Yes,
I told you.
The dog from the ship, Hugo. How did you get him?
I bought him, of course.
But the owner, he would sail?
He needed the money to buy drinks.
It was the captain's orders. The dog cannot be on the ship.
Even after the dog saved his life. What is it, Hugo? Something is not right.
What is not right is to stand here and ask questions. We must put on a show today.
The captain gave his first mate until the end of day. By then he must find Hector, for the ship must sail away. Hopefully his master shouted Hector's name.
Hector!
But the precious hours were fleeting, and his search was still in vain.
Hector!
The boss wants you.
Someday I'll fix you a nice costume, too.
Did my dog come back here? Have you seen him?
Yes, I... Why?
¡Oh, torpe! ¡Mire dónde va! ¡Oh, mi fruta!
We have him cornered. Oh, troublemaker. Don't let him pass. I show you trouble. Make trouble for a dancer. I will train you. Troublemaker. You!
Hector! Hector!
Come on, boy. Is he here?
No, sir.
Come in. I don't suppose they found out anything.
No, sir. And the more I think about it, the more convinced I am of it. It's all a put-up job just to grab Hector for that lousy, stinking little circus.
We've run out of time, Mantell. Can't stay here another minute. You'd better get aft.
I hate to just go off and leave him, sir, not even know if he's all right.
I've left word with the harbor master so that he can report it to the police. Check up on the circus and get in touch with us if he finds out anything.
I know I signed the ship's article, sir, and... Well, perhaps you could say I have no right to ask this, but... I'd like to lay over, see if I can't find him.
This puts me in a kind of awkward position. You realize that? I'm sort of indebted to Hector. But confound it all, I've got a ship to run.
I can fly ahead, meet you at the next port.
Mr. Mantell, either you'll sail when we sail, or you won't ever sail again.
Yes, sir.
Hector by now is a little weary of being chased by almost everybody he met.
Hector!
And he had no way of knowing that the harbor master and his assistants wanted to help him.
Hector! Hector!
They were merely trying to keep their promise to the captain and first mate of the SS Semilore.
Where'd he come from?
We got the Stowaway. Nobody see him come aboard.
This is the dog I've been telling you about. He belongs to some guy on the Semilore. Where the heck did you go, huh? Bet you got your master half crazy wondering where you are.
You're not really lost, boy. We know where you belong. Yeah, the only trouble is, your ship's ahead of us and bound for Hong Kong. Yeah, I know, it's halfway around the world.
Come in.
Yes, sir?
Just going through these wireless dispatches. One here from the Hanley.
Yes, sir?
Tied up near us in Lisbon. Don't tell me you've forgotten that.
No, sir.
Says here they've got a stowaway aboard.
A stowaway, sir.
Stowaway dog. Got a collar around his neck. The name?
Hector. Good old Hector. I'll be darned.
It turns out they sailed about 6 hours after we did, bound for Barcelona. Brief stop in Mallorca.
Well, Hector probably thought he'd catch up with us. Wait a minute. With them behind us, bound for Mallorca, how'll we ever get together?
That, Mr. Mantell, is a very good question.
Poor old Hector, where the heck are you bound for? Poor old Hector, the salty stowaway pup.
Next week, Hector takes a joyride that leads him straight to trouble. What begins as a search for a stowaway sea dog gets Hector involved in a shady deal as a kind of canine counter-spy.
What do you think they're worth? Exactly the way they are. Hardly a shilling. We have to get them to the mainland. We have to get them recut before we dare show them to anybody. Yeah, life's too short. Of course, Hector might get away with it.
Well, how come that?
I don't know, it's something to do with this jewel robbery back in Mallorca. Apparently they're on the trail of something.
¡Somebody stop the dog!
Diga, espero. Vamos a dar la vuelta por la esquina.
And now, from the wonderful world of Disney, the conclusion to The Ballad of Hector, the Stowaway Dog.
Life upon the ocean can be the best of all, for a sailor finds adventure in every port of call. And many are the tall tales they tell about the sea, but the tale of Hector will wag in history. Who is Hector? He's one heck of a sea dog. Who is Hector? The salty sailor pup. Every friendly seaport was thrilling to explore, and Hector helped his master make friends on every shore. Who is Hector? He's one heck of a sea dog. Who is Hector? The salty sailor pup.
But Hector's trouble started with Herr Danzer, the owner of a small circus traveling with the ship. Danzer was impressed with Hector when he saw him doing tricks, but that was only the beginning. When some of the circus animals got out of their cages, Hector soon proved his mastery of the situation.
Now!
And Herr Danzer was even more impressed.
I don't know what it will take, but one thing I can tell you now. When we get to Lisbon, I got to have that dog.
And so they dog-napped Hector, and Danzer told his wife it was the dog's ambition to try the circus life. But what Hector really wanted was to give them all the slip, leave this place behind him and head back to his ship. Oh, that Hector, he's one heck of a sea dog. Oh, that Hector, that salty sailor pup. The captain gave his first mate until the end of day. By then he must find Hector, for the ship must sail away. Hopefully his master shouted Hector's name.
Hector!
But the precious hours were fleeting,
and his search was still in vain.
Before sailing, Mantell and his captain had left word with the harbor master to be on the lookout for a forlorn and friendless Airedale named Hector. But of course, Hector had no way of knowing this. To him, these were merely 3 more men picking up the chase. His own ship nowhere in sight, he leaped aboard the SS Hanley.
Oh, that Hector, he's one heck of a sea dog. Oh, that Hector, the salty stowaway pup.
Here aboard the Hanley, Hector found a new friend, Max Reiner. But still, there are some things that an Airedale can't forget. Such things as faith, and loyalty, and never-ending devotion. And he wondered about his own ship, the SS Simalower, about his master, First Mate Bill Mantell.
Morning, Tiny. Good morning, Captain.
Bright and chipper this morning?
Yeah, just got word about Hector. Message from the Hanley.
Ah?
Yeah, I have it all worked out with him. As soon as they get to Barcelona, they're going to air freight him to Port Said. By the time we get there, old Hector boy will be there waiting for me.
By George, do you realize this is the first time she's joined me for breakfast since you brought that dog aboard? At least you don't miss Hector, do you, eh?
Meanwhile, on her way to Barcelona, the SS Hanley was nudging in for a brief stop at Spain's jewel-like island of Mallorca.
Hey, Hector. That belongs to the captain. Up there.
Well, you're bringing me my paper, eh? That's a good start. Never seen so many police and customs men in my life. Wonder what's up? Well, here's the answer here, I guess. They've got the whole island sealed off. Some kind of jewel robbery.
Remember, don't forget to turn the film.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
How come you want to start taking pictures all of a sudden?
Well, I watched this guy in Lisbon, and he seemed to be getting quite a kick out of it. You'd be surprised how many gals want to have their picture taken with old Hector. Seems to have quite a way with him. And, of course, if you happen to be right there with the camera. Yeah. Hey, old boy. Want to go into town? Scrape off some of the barnacles? Yeah.
Have a good time.
Hey, Duke. The one with the dog. Sure fits the description. Not here.
Thanks. Doesn't look like our day, old boy.
Hector's heart beat faster when he saw the ships and men. Perhaps he'd find his master and they'd be together again. He'd search Mallorca harbor, he'd look from stem to stern, but Reiner wouldn't let him, as Hector soon would learn.
Where do you think you're going, huh? Listen, I've gone way out of my way, you know, to make sure that you get home. Well, I think you could do a little bit for me. Yeah. Not try to squirm out of it. Hello, boy. are looking up.
Very nice dog you got there, friend.
A very nice dog.
Thank you. Now, if you don't mind.
You're Reiner, aren't you? Max Reiner?
Yeah, why?
Shipped on a Holyoke a few years back.
What do you want?
An old friend of yours would like very much to see you.
What old friend?
You'll know him when you see him.
Suppose I don't want to see him.
I don't think that would be very wise of you, friend. Keep your eyes on the road.
Had a hunch it might be you.
Oh. It's good of you to come.
I didn't have much choice.
I assume he's housebreaking.
Mm-hmm. And a lot smarter than these two put together.
But they're very useful. Reiner, there's a slight favor that you can do me.
Oh, no. You're not getting me mixed up in anything.
I think you'll be interested.
I haven't forgotten that last affair.
Yes, that did turn out rather unfortunately, didn't it? I've been waiting for an opportunity to make it up to you.
Just don't bother.
Then when I heard that you were among the crew of the Hanley, well, I thought here was my chance.
Now, listen, Benton, I'm not asking for anything. I've made my own mistakes. I served my time. Let's just leave it at that. And as far as I'm concerned, you can take your stinking little deal. What is that? What are you doing?
The 7 months' work here. 7 months it took us to get them, and there was just one little thing that we didn't anticipate.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It was just that the Countess returned to her villa one day early before anyone expected her.
Including you.
Another 24 hours before she reported it to the police, and we would have had it safely to the mainland.
What do you think they're worth? Exactly the way they are.
Hardly a shilling. We have to get them to the mainland. We have to get them recut before we dare show them to anybody.
And you figured to make me your pigeon.
What would you say to £1,000 cash in advance?
Jeopardize my parole for £1,000? You think a lot more of your money than you do of my neck. You want to drive us down the hill, or we call a cab?
Oh, wait a minute. 1,500.
Of course, we could walk if worse comes to worse.
I haven't quibbled with you. Here's £2,500. That's the very last possible shilling that I can offer you.
Well, it's times like this when I wish I hadn't promised my old mother I'd go straight. Wouldn't work. Yeah. Well, with my record, I wouldn't stand a chance.
Have a lot more chance than any of us. They're really screening people who've been here several months.
Yeah, a fella telling me this morning. Planes held up 2-3 hours, time they go through everybody's stuff. Even stopping private yachts.
Yeah, supposed to have stopped some poor guy on a surfboard. Made him get off while they give it the once-over.
Things are getting a little tight, with the police right on our heels.
Well, it's not that I couldn't use the money. But... No, life's too short. Of course, Hector might get away with it. Then it wouldn't be my responsibility.
Look, we don't want the whole world in on this. I shall want to know a little bit more about this chap, Hector.
Oh, he's reliable and hasn't got a record. And I can promise you one thing, he'll never talk.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Oh, no, I can guarantee that. But he never has. In fact, he can't.
I knew a guy once. Wordless Willie.
You say this chap Hector is on your ship with you and he has no record?
None that I know of. Customs men never question him. They just let him come and go as he pleases.
Well, that's odd. Unless he has diplomatic immunity. This Hector... What's his name? Hector what?
Well, let's get one thing straight first. I want no part of the deal. I don't even want to touch those things.
That's up to you.
But it does seem to me like you could slip me a few extra quid just for arranging the deal, you know.
All right, I might go another 500.
Might go another 2,500. It's no dice.
1,000, that's the limit.
Well, you said yourself that they're hardly worth anything to you here. And I know what they're worth to you on the mainland. All right. I'll make it 1,500, just for old time's sake.
Hey? Won't haggle? I'll bring this chap Hector here so I can talk to him.
That's the deal, then. A total of 4,000 pounds cash in advance.
That's the deal.
Gentlemen. Me, Hector.
Hey, ain't that cute? The way he wants to shake hands?
Reiner, I don't like people who play games with me.
No. Look, I've seen it 100 times. They search a whole ship and a crew, but they never even bother with the ship's mascot. He just trots on and off as happy as you please.
Just what have you got on your mind?
Well, I thought you could sew the diamonds in the collar.
That's not a bad idea.
You can give me the money. I'll handle Hector's share. The rest of the deal is strictly between you and him.
That should do it, Mr. Benton.
Be sure it's well fastened.
He likes me. He really does. He likes me.
Duke, I want you and Adolf down at the wharf. Be sure he's on the ship before it leaves. Then you can both catch the night train to Barcelona and be waiting at the dockside to greet him when the ship arrives.
Right, boss.
Oh, wouldn't it be better if they weren't waiting for me on the wharf? I mean, right under the nose of customs? Maybe Hector and I could meet him uptown someplace. Less likely to arouse suspicion.
I like it better my way.
Yeah. We're both loaded, aren't we, old boy? Nobody's going to bother about you. I'd just as soon not have to explain how I came into so much money. Right? Yeah. Seemed to list a little bit to starboard. Don't you think it could stand another 100 pounds over here?
I'll let you have 100 pounds, old boy. Put on a rope around your neck if anything happens to our little shipment. Good luck.
Listen, can't you turn that thing down or turn it off? Let's play poker. I can't even hear myself think.
I'm sorry. It is just reported to the police. So they will find where the stolen diamonds. They have the clue.
Oh, well, in that case, leave it on. Let's see what they have to say.
It's not important. Tomorrow I read about it in the newspapers. 2 cards.
Oh, it's getting stuffy in here anyhow. I think I'll go up on deck and get a little breath of fresh air.
Hi, Rhino.
Just thought I'd stick my neck in, see how everything was with you.
No, I can't complain.
You mean there's nothing new or exciting? In the way of news, I mean.
No, same old routine. Oh, except there came close to being a hole in the ceiling right about where you're standing.
Oh?
Yeah, the old man. Nearly went through the roof when he found out we're in for a customs search.
A customs search? Well, how come that?
Oh, it had something to do with this jewel robbery back in Mallorca. Apparently they're on the trail of something. Think they've smuggled the diamonds off the island.
What makes them think that? They don't figure they're on our ship.
You should have heard the old man. 25 years at sea and never before been accused of carrying contraband.
Well, there must be a reason why they suspect our ship.
I suppose so. They didn't tip off too much.
No. Well, if you hear anything more exciting, let me know, huh? Captain?
Oh, Reiner.
Hector?
Looking for you. You took this dog ashore, back in Mallorca.
Yes, sir.
Well, I've just been looking at his collar here. I don't see any license tag. Anybody question it?
No, sir.
Well, I was just hoping we wouldn't get fouled up in red tape over something like that.
Oh, no.
Got to get him on a plane for Port Said. Don't we, fella?
Yes, sir. Hear that, Hector? Gotta get you on a plane for Port Said.
Hector knew his collar felt a little tight, but he didn't know why Reiner watched him day and night. Barcelona harbor with Columbus looking down would long remember what took place when Hector sailed to town.
Bueno, pues, que nadie desembarque. Fíxese en la tripulación. Estén atentos si alguien parece nervioso. Venga.
Vamos a darle un vistazo en la galera. Aseguren la cubierta antes y después vamos abajo.
There he is. Yeah.
Don't be worried, Hector. I'm not.
Thank you. I am sorry, senor. We must ask you a few questions.
Police are wise to something. Maybe we shouldn't be here.
Welcome to Barcelona. Hector?
That's not very polite, old fella. He just wants to get out and stretch his legs.
This will not take too long. I am sorry, senor. We will have to ask you to step over here for a few moments.
We better go. Wait a minute.
Oh, that's all right. You can bring him in, too.
But you did lift the ship in Mallorca.
Oh, I already told you. I went to a cafe, I had a drink, and then I went back to the ship.
This took you approximately 4 hours.
Oh, so I'm a slow drinker.
I should think, Mr. Reiner, with your record, you try to cooperate.
I am, but you keep on killing me.
When did you sign on about the handling?
December last year.
How did you keep in touch?
Oh, what do you mean keep in touch?
Oh, come now. You couldn't have had all this time out wait last December?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You are never smart enough to quit, are you? You always have to come back. Try just one more job,
No,
eh?
look, I'm telling you, I quit years ago. I promised my old mother I'd never get mixed up with that kind of thing again.
I'm sorry, senor.
Here, boy. Come back here.
I will get him.
No, that's all right. Let him go. He won't run off.
We've cleared everybody else who's going ashore right now.
Well, then I guess I'm free to go.
I'll take the jacket, senor. Let's open a few seams. Take out the padding.
Hey, he's still got his collar on. Maybe they didn't find nothing.
Could be a trap. Maybe they just want to see who tries to grab him.
Yeah.
You go out there toward him, and I'll watch.
Why don't you go out there and I'll watch? Here, Hector. Nice doggy. Come on. Nice doggy.
You, senor. Is that your dog?
Mine? Oh, no. I was just walking along the wharf.
Whoever owns him, I wish they would tie him up. He might get hurt around here.
Oh, yes.
I know money is becoming less valuable every day, senor. But I did not realize it was being used for shoulder padding.
Now you know the whole story of my life. Unlucky at love, but lucky at cards. I won it.
Then why do you hide it like this?
Well, I didn't want one of my shipmates to borrow it some night while I was asleep.
Those diamonds are somewhere, senor. Right now, I think you know where. But before we are finished, we will know, too. We'll find them just as surely as we found the money you were paid to smuggle them ashore. Cute. Now, Mr. Reiner.
Easy.
Somehow, Hector had known it would be like this. He would look and look, and then he would find his master. Whoops. Sorry.
Why don't you tell us? You know we're going to find out. When did you make contact?
Now, wait a minute. Listen, you guys got me all wrong.
Mr. Reiner, you are on parole, is that right?
Yes, sir. But that's no reason to think that I...
And you will prefer to explain about the money to the officer of your parole?
No. Now, wait a minute.
We had waited, senor. And from you, we got nothing that makes sense.
I swear to you, on my honor, I never even touched the stuff.
Take him down, lock him up. Make out the papers.
Now, hold on. What if I tell you everything I know? Will you let me off? As much as you can.
We can promise nothing, senor.
At least, can you keep my name out of the papers? Or spell it wrong or something? See, my poor old mother...
Well, we'll do what we can. Now, where are the diamonds? Do you have them?
But I know who does.
Who?
Hector.
Hector? Who's Hector?
Oh, he was here just a minute ago, scratching on the window.
You don't mean... Not the dog.
They're sewed into his collar.
A ver, jefatura de policía, pronto.
You've got to believe me. I had nothing to do with it.
Sí, noticias muy importantes.
I just happened to be on the same ship, that's all.
Pronto, no pierdan tiempo. Enseguida. Muy importante.
Get him this time. Make like a tourist.
Raza Terrier, marrón y negro, lleva en el collar joyas de contrabando. Se llama Hector. Lleva en el collar joyas de contrabando muy importantes.
Vámonos.
Atención todos los coches patrulla. Busca y ocupación de un perro, raza Terrier. Se llama Hector.
Stop him! Somebody stop the dog!
Mira, el perro. Vamos a dar la vuelta por la esquina.
Stop him! Somebody stop the dog!
Finally. Thanks, mister.
What happened to Hector? aquí.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Adolf, we don't need the dog. All we need is the collar. Shoot him.
I can't do it.
Now's your chance. Shoot him.
Look at him. I can't shoot him. He's a dog. Poor little guy. I never shot a dog. Never in my whole life.
Well, what about the men you shot?
That's different.
Adolf, from here you can hit him real easy. Now, I told you, shoot him.
I can't. Not to a dog. And look at him. He ain't even armed.
Chicken liver, imbecile.
Policía, aquí hay dos hombres tirando sobre un perro.
En la Plaza de Toros.
¿De qué color?
Marrón Arendel.
¿Dónde? Plaza de Toros Monumental. Sí, señor.
Inspector, el perro que se sospecha ser esto está en la Plaza de Toros Monumental. Parece ser que hay dos hombres disparándole.
Comuníquese con todos los coches de patrulla.
Bien.
I think we found the dog if somebody doesn't shoot him before we get there.
Shoot him? But who? Oh, no. You gotta let me go with you. It's my fault. He'll come to me if I call him. Please.
Let's go.
Atención, coches patrulla. Atención, coches patrulla. Atención, todos los coches patrulla. Diríjanse urgentemente a la Plaza de Toros Monumental.
Just like shooting ducks in a rain barrel. What you do that for?
That's my gun. Ain't nobody gonna shoot a dog with my gun.
You stupid ape. All right. We can still get him. Dude, I'll get the collar. He likes me. Nice, doggy. I'm your friend, remember? And we don't want nothing but just your collar. Really. Wait a minute. I know how to take care of him.
Senores, over here, please. Hurry! Hurry! Hey, Toro. Toro. Aquí, Toro. Aquí. Un momento, señor. Toro, aquí. Aquí, Toro. Aquí.
He's still got the collar. Hi, Hector. Oh, boy, am I glad to see you. Yeah. What's the matter, boy? Huh? And I still say it. He's smarter than the two of you put together.
One more, please. Thank you.
We are very indebted to this dog, and we assume the responsibility of seeing that he's returned to his master safely. Now, Sergeant.
So long, Hector. Thanks, Inspector. I sure appreciate you keeping my name out of all this.
Out of respect for your own mother, I do it. Plus the fact, senor, that nobody even asked about you.
Come in.
You wanted me, Captain?
I've got some news for you, Mantell. It's about your dog.
Hector, what about him?
I'm afraid he won't be waiting for you when we get to Port Side.
Nothing's happened to him.
Apparently, there's been quite a bit happened to him. Got mixed up with some jewel thieves in Mallorca.
Jewel thieves?
Oh, it's all right. Turns out he was working on the side of the law. Helped the police in Barcelona. Had his picture spread all over the front page of this morning's paper.
Really? But wait a minute. Why can't they still send him to Port Said?
Why, he's a celebrity now, not just an ordinary dog. That's bound to change a lot of things. People are so silly, aren't they, Emily? All the fuss they make over dogs.
Captain.
Huh?
Where is Hector now?
Oh, they wanted to take him on a special tour, so I told them to go ahead. I felt sure you wouldn't mind.
What? Why didn't you ask me?
Let us see what that's all about.
What have you got there, huh? Look at that.
Welcome back, old boy. You didn't ask me where they planned to take him on tour, hmm?